Ciao, 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 ciao. Mm-mm-mm. Good morning, collective. I am QUAN, and this is Friday. I have no cut cards, Chero. I'm so grateful to be alive this morning and full of vigor, life, and energy. It's like a brand new day. Good morning, Laurie Taylor. Good morning, Empress High Priestess. Good morning, collective. I'm so happy to see all of you. Child, these warlocks are getting on my nerve. There is another set of warlocks that's fighting now. In my past readings, there was a Leo masculine warlock fighting with another Cancer masculine warlock. Now it's this Cancer warlock that is beefing with an Aries warlock. So here's the thing. In the early stages of the planning to harvest you and your energy, whoever you are, when these people first were they had your picture hung up like the FBI about to take down a drug do a drug stinger, and they have the pictures of all the targeted people and who's connected to who. You know, they got the pictures of all the divine feminines on a clipboard, and they're in a boardroom strategizing how they're going to go in and get your energy. So when they had the round table or whatever, and donuts with these warlocks and witches and everybody that was at the meeting, the senators and everybody, this Cancer warlock, they knew that your energy was a little more potent than the average person. They knew that whatever, it's something about your energy specifically that's extremely powerful. Like if you see you on the spiritual realm, your aura and your light is ridiculously bright, and that's why you can't hide from nobody. And it's very powerful. And whoever is able to access the type of power that you have, they can do it. Last for a long time. They're able to like distribute it to a lot of people and use it to do death spells, use it to have power and move around. Your energy alone is extremely powerful. Like it's like taking out $1 billion in the bank, and you're the bank. And if they can break into you and get that $1 billion, they're going to have enough money to give everybody a little bit of money, buy people homes, land, and things, and still have plenty of money for themselves. That's how your energy is. The Cancer warlock, they were aware of how powerful your energy is. If they could just drain your womb, they knew all they could do, and it would last for years. That energy is so potent, it would last just that one draining. So because they knew this about you, they knew that the other warlock that was supposed to come toward you to catfish you, they didn't want them to end up like being some kind of secret spiritual partner to you. In other words, you would not know that this person was draining your energy, but they were supposed to come toward you to catfish you and date you and get you stuck on them. And then they would keep you in some kind of breadcrumbing relationship, but they would be using your energy the whole time. You understand? They wanted to be the one to have you in a breadcrumbing relationship where they could utilize your energy. So when they were having a meeting and deciding which divine feminine would go to which warlock, and I'm talking about those of you that were backed up and literally isolated for this purpose by these idiots, okay? When they were, well, I'm going to deal with this one right here. I think I'd work better with her. Well, I'm going to work with that divine feminine over there. Don't worry. No one else is going to try to talk to them because we've blocked all avenues. We've blocked all avenues for anyone outside of our secret society to date or talk to or contact them. It's that type energy because y'all were targeted. Remember, you're targeted. So they got you up, your pictures up, everything about you, your weaknesses, you know, like they're planning an FBI sting. Now, I done told you this has come to an end, and the investor is questioning his humanity because these warlocks he hired are now during their demon roll call meeting. They're talking in healing language now. Like, bitch, I ain't never steal your money. You didn't even get the crime done. You was supposed to time. I don't like when you call me that name. You're projecting onto me. And I'm in the process of healing from trauma from verbal abuse, so that I can put boundaries up. What are you talking about? I told you right now. I told you right now, these people are in their meetings having conversations and they're using different lingo with each other. And they're like, I wish you would reflect instead of projecting that I failed to catfish so-and-so on that other mission the other day. It's like a mixture of evil with healing. It's like a mixture of evil with healing. And they're mixing up our healing language with their evil, and it's getting all crazy. Well, it's hard, we're in this criminal partnership together. But when you communicate with me like that, it caused me to act childish and throw a wall up because my solar plexus was blocked by trauma in childhood. And, it makes me feel bad about the fact that my personality development might have been stalled. Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? But this is how they are right now. That's the start of a dark night of the soul. They watch these fucking readings. They know what the fuck is wrong with them. Well, bitch, I ain't healed from childhood sexual abuse. Well, bitch, neither did I. Well, that's okay. When we finish this mission, go look into that. So the point I'm making is, now that it's completely over, they're beefing because the one warlock, the Cancer, that knew how powerful your energy was, they wanted to be your spiritual husband. And they oh God, I'm triggering them, y'all, with my jokes. I'm sorry, because I'm making light of the situation, and I'm making light of the situation, and I'm making fun of them and joking, and we're laughing about it. That's a form of energy harvesting. You understand? And they get triggered by that, because I told you they watch me too. They get triggered by my jokes, and when we laugh at them, because it's a form of energy harvesting, and it's like, I snatch your soul type energy, because this is what they were doing to us. They were supposed to mistreat us and have us on camera being mistreated, and then they were all supposed to laugh about it, and they would get our energy. It was like snatching our soul. Like, invite them, court them, pretend you want to date them, and then invite them to a big family function and dump them in front of everybody. It was, these are little operations, which is part of witchcraft, that these people were going to conduct on a lot of you all. It's a humiliation ritual. They were going to invite you somewhere and then no one speak to you. They had all kind of humiliation tactics that were planned, whereby everybody would know about it but you, if they could lull you out of isolation to be among the demons, not knowing that you're the butt of the joke. And then when they do something to you, everybody energy harvests. They get your energy from your embarrassment, from your sorrow. And when they do it, that's a form of energy harvesting. So when I make jokes and make fun of them like this and talk about what they're going through, they get extremely triggered. And it's like we're snatching their soul and we're getting their energy. We're not intentionally trying to energy harvest from them, but hey, everything comes around full circle. And these clowns, these literal clowns, energy harvested from the pain they were causing us. So now it's time for us to laugh and do this, return the favor. So if I get stopped, it's because they're triggered by my jokes. Yeah, they are at the meeting. You make me feel like she's supposed to be the victim. And sometimes I feel like you like her better than me because of my sexual abuse in childhood. That's why my personality didn't develop, because of a blockage in my solar plexus, motherfucker. It's like, that's how they talking now. And they like, bitch, what are you, solar plexus? What the fuck are you talking? Nothing. I don't know. Bitch, you've been watching QUAN reading. These motherfuckers, I'm telling you, these motherfuckers are mixing healing language with toxicity now, because they've been watching us. And they know that this is over. So fast forward. So there's a Cancer energy that wanted full control over your energy all to himself, because he's seen you in the spiritual realm and you're extremely powerful and your energy is more than gold. And your energy goes a long, long way for him, powering him up. And he knew that they already made a decision that this Aries was going to be the one that was supposed to be in some kind of fake relationship where he was, or if it's not an Aries, it's an Emperor energy because it's the Emperor coming out. This person was supposed to catfish you and breadcrumb you and just keep you stuck. If they could get a baby out of you, that'd be even better, because then they don't have to worry about you detaching from them and being able to get away. They wanted you in a trap, so that a karmic loop, so that they could always energy harvest and triangulate you with everyone else they were connected to. And you were going to be their energy source. But the Cancer wanted access to you to do this. They're all evil. So what the Cancer did was he put a kitchen witch, a very physically attractive kitchen witch with a low IQ, up to partnering up and working with that Emperor energy, and getting in his head, love bombing him with sex, doing sex magic on him, making him think that she was madly in love with him and crazy about him. And no, you can't ever leave me. I want to be with you. Something. You understand? But it was all an act because it's about the money. But the Cancer put that kitchen witch with the low IQ that pops her catfish up to getting control over the Emperor energy's mind. Because if she could get control over his mind and control him, he would, they planned to get that Emperor Aries energy to do everything and say everything they needed to for you never to speak to them again, if you understand. Okay, so it's like he was trying to sabotage the other warlock because he wanted access to your energy. So he got a very attractive witch that was on their team to pair up and work with him and to love bomb him and to get a hold of his mind by making him think, oh, this beautiful woman, even though she's a witch, a dark witch, she's in love with me and she's crazy about me, but she's manipulating me, but I don't care because it feels so good or whatever type energy. But that Cancer put her up to it so that she could coach him how to do everything the wrong way and say all the wrong things, so that, because that Cancer knew that that fire sign was not emotionally intelligent. Now, Cancers are extremely emotionally intelligent. Okay. They can be emotionally immature, the higher aspect or the lower aspect of the Cancer sign. But it's a water sign. Water signs do tend to be able to tap in, and they can either be an emotionally intelligent vampire, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They can, or you could have that aspect in your chart. You can either be an emotionally intelligent vampire, or you can be emotionally intelligent and emotionally responsible. Okay. The higher aspect versus the lower aspect. So because this water sign has more emotional intelligence than the fire sign warlock, he attached a woman to him, okay, a witch, that would control his mind and would literally have him parrot everything that he needed to say to sabotage him being able to work with you, because they knew if he acted completely belligerent and just nasty and insulting and just completely just went just straight through the door doing and acting completely ignorant, belligerent, you're a divine feminine. Of course you're going to reject that. Of course you're going to reject him. Of course you're going to block, cut him off and get as far away and never speak to him again. And of course that's going to reveal who he is and his hand and everything. And whoever you are, you probably knew that it was a woman attached to him, coaching him, because it probably sounded real bitch made, the things that he said and did. Whoever this person is, it was a warlock. You didn't know they were a warlock at the time, but the way he carried on, that Cancer and the witch, they were both setting him up so that he would not have another opportunity to work with you by making him say and do things that would cause you to kick him out of your energy permanently for good and never speak to him again. But he wasn't emotionally intelligent enough to do it. They were telling him what to do, and he was like, "That? Are you sure? That'll work. Yes, I'm sure that'll work. I'm positive that'll make her feel like she can't get nobody else. It'll lower her self-esteem, and she'll be on her knees begging to suck your dick. She will be on her knees begging you to please never leave her, and please. And they knew it wasn't going to work. They knew it wasn't going to work, but they were trying to set him up so that Warlock could be the one to come toward you and work with your energy by himself. And they were trying to get him out the way. And he was not emotionally intelligent enough to know that they were setting him up. So right now, he's just figuring it out because, again, he has a low IQ and not emotionally intelligent. This man has zero emotional intelligence at all. Zero emotional intelligence at all. He's not good for carrying out anything, any missions at all whatsoever. And right now, now that everything is over and they've lost this contract, fast forward to today, the contract's over. Right now, what's going on, because everyone's losing everything, that Aries or Emperor energy, they can't backstab and betray that kitchen witch with the low IQ because they have done too much dirt with them. And to try to put them in jail or whatever is going to get them too in trouble. And then in addition to that, this person is stuck in illusion that they're going to be able to come back toward you. It's like their ego has them in one of the 8 Buddha hells. And it's a state of consciousness where you're living out an illusion, running on a wheel, thinking with a completely blocked third eye that something that you can accomplish is more real than fantasy. It's a fantasy that this person can ever communicate with you or even come into your life at all whatsoever. But to them, it's real, and it's a possibility that they'll be able to come back toward you. You understand? Yeah, it's a distortion. This person is in one of the 8 Buddha hells because they're literally stuck in an illusion. If you ever watch like Dante's Inferno and any of those other depictions of the different types of hell, where you have 3 men and all of them are like pushing big boulders up a hill, and they're arguing and fighting with each other. And it's the 3 boulders are the 3 burdens: anger, greed, anger. I believe it's anger, greed, and sloth, or ego. Anger, greed, and ego, I think it is, or some version of that, the 3 poisons that impede enlightenment. And they get in an argument with each other. One says, "You're too greedy." Everything's working out for me. Everything is working out for me, working out for me, working out for me. Everything is working out. Hey, okay. So those 3 boulders, they represent your desires. When you're trapped in a human body, that lead to suffering. And the suffering is pushing a big ass boulder uphill. It's an illusion. It's like you're hustling backwards. You're pushing a big boulder uphill because you're in an illusion. The Matrix is an illusion. All of this is an illusion. You know, so whatever illusion you're stuck in, I have to do this. It's attached to your ego because you haven't had a spiritual awakening. So whoever this Aries or Emperor energy, whatever sign he is, whoever this man is, this warlock, right now he's in a never-ending illusion that he's going to be able to one day come back around to you and trick you into thinking that he wants to be in a marriage or a connection with you, while he's still hiding the kitchen witch because she is connected to the crimes they committed together. So he can't backstab and betray her. And, you know, they're beefing, but he still can't, you know, implicate himself because of the crime they committed. And while this is going on, that Cancer warlock, they wanted to, all that Cancer wanted was to be rich. That's it, nothing more. That Cancer wanted nothing more than to become filthy, filthy, filthy rich so they could shit on everybody, okay? Because they have unhealed wounds as well. And they thought that they were going to get come up with this unexpected money through what they collaborated to do against you. but now they know that that's never going to happen. They wanted to reverse an ending. They were hoping that they'd be able to come back around to you to reverse an ending and harvest your energy, but that's not going to happen either. Marriage here, whoever that spiritual wife, that kitchen witch energy is that they got married to, this person, it's like they have to stay in whatever type of spiritual marriage or whatever they were in with that kitchen witch. It might be for life, in order to stay out of prison. Okay. So this warlock wants to stay out of prison. So he feels like they have so much dirt on him. So it's like their curse right now is he thinks that he's going to eventually, he realized he was tricked. He realized that the person he married was pushed on him by that Cancer warlock that wanted to get him out the way. And he realized that his wife and that Cancer worked together. He realizes he's just realizing right now that his spiritual wife in the occult and this warlock energy, the two of them were trying to trick him about his spot. And the only reason she connected to him to work with him was to help him to get kicked out of your energy by being stupid, loud, belligerent, ignorant, nasty, and doing a whole bunch of things that would make him never be able to speak to you or come in your energy again. And it worked. And he realizes it was all a trick because he doesn't have any emotional intelligence. So now he's mad at her and he's mad at that Cancer for tricking him about his spot. Okay. Now, none of them ever had no motherfucking spot because these people were just trying to invade your space to do an energy robbery. Nothing more. None of these people ever had a spot in your life. Okay. They just all wanted to do a robbery, and it was of your energy. Now, he's mad right now, and he's throwing spell work at that Cancer energy right now. But he's upset because the spell work he's sending at the Cancer energy is just backfiring. So he's sending spell work at that Cancer energy, and the spell work is only backfiring on him. So all of them are just fighting right now. The Emperor energy is trying to stay out of jail. He's mad because he was tricked out his spot, and he knows whoever he got married to, he knows that she was just a part of an illusion, so she could have control over his mind and coach him how to get kicked out your energy for good by mistreating you and just being nasty to you. If this is someone that catfished you and you were nothing but loving and kind to them, and they literally return nothing but evilness, cruel words, and just wickedness for your good for no reason, like literally for no absolute reason, it was because the kitchen witch was coaching him on what to say and what to do and how to carry on with you like a complete obsessed narcissist demon. So when he did this, whoever this person is that may have catfished you, you might have instantly cut them off and never spoke to them again. And that's what they wanted to do, so this Cancer could come around to you, this other warlock. But you got the whole operation and program that they were trying to do. This Cancer is not going to be the rich man. Right now, he's having to work very, very hard. The Eight of Pentacles reverse. And he's not going to be able to reverse an ending at this particular time. And everybody is just mad at everybody right now. All right. So again, the problem was the reason everything didn't completely end is this Cancer warlock was convinced that they didn't want to make a decision yet on stopping, because they still felt like there was a chance that they could still have success with you in getting your energy. They felt like they were emotionally intelligent. They felt like they were an emotionally intelligent enough vampire to still come towards you in some aspect and get your energy. And because of that, they didn't make a decision to completely stop. But now they're 100% sure that they're not going to be able to pull this energy heist off. So indecision in the reverse. They finally no longer indecisive about whether or not they have the skill and the ability as an emotionally intelligent vampire to pull it off with themselves or through another person. And part of that is because of you not being out here dating. Part of that is because of your refusal to have sex. Part of that is because of how you spiritually arm yourself before you go to sleep to protect your chakras and your energy body in the dream state. You've done too much. Whoever you are, you have literally protected yourself so much on the physical and spiritual realm. And you're so completely aware of who these people are and what their mission is. It's made it completely impossible for them to move forward. So this Cancer Warlock knows 100% now that they are not going to be able to pull off this energy heist with you. Okay. Courage in the reverse. Okay. These people, somebody didn't have the courage to heal themselves enough in this lifetime to be able to completely get in alignment to manifest abundance on their own. They didn't have the courage to heal. And because of that, they can't be of service to anyone right now. And they're going to have to work very, very hard. Whoever you are of service. Imagination, you embrace and nourish the creative aspect of your mind, and love in the reverse. Love in the reverse. These people, they don't love each other. That married couple, they realize this person does not love them now, and that's what that's actually talking about. They realize that that person does not love them at all, and they're going to have to work really hard now. They realize. I'm going to say it again, because every time they cut me off, it's because somebody's triggered and they don't want somebody to hear something. So I'm going to say the whole motherfucking thing again. Like I said, thanks. That Cancer that set up the Aries Warlock, they knew that they lacked emotional intelligence and they lacked sexual discipline. And they knew that they would lose their mind over. All you got to do to get that Aries Emperor energy to go along with anything without thinking is put some pussy in their face, period. Because they lack emotional intelligence and they lack sexual control. And because of pussy or asshole, either one, or even both, whatever the case may be, because they lack sexual discipline, that Cancer knew that all I got to do is throw some ass at him. All I got to do is get the right girl and put him in his face and to love bomb him, because he's unhealed from childhood emotional wounds. And if a woman love bombs him, he thinks that's love, and he needs that because of what he didn't get in childhood, and the sex with it. And someone attractive, a big fat ass, that's all I need to control his mind. So I'm going to treat that. The Cancer Warlock treated the Aries Warlock like his puppet. I'm your puppet type energy. And he did it through a woman. That Cancer Warlock treated that Aries Warlock like he was his puppet by using a woman. It was that simple, literally. Okay. And because of that, now he's just waking up and realizing this years later, while he's having to work a very hard job, hard labor, monotonous work that doesn't bring a lot of reward, that don't pay a lot because they didn't get the money, while he's still spiritually married to the trick that tricked him, that was sent by the Cancer Warlock. The Cancer Warlock might be still hoping to reverse an ending with their sponsor, good gentleman, that would be the investor. But he's done with these people. He's moved to calmer waters because he knows they can't get it together, because they've been watching all of their investments, which were you, divine feminines. And they know that you all know, and they know a lot of you have pulled out of the dating pool altogether because of their ridiculousness in trying to mob you through technology, and mob you in person, and mob you on the spiritual realm, and mob you from every direction all at the same time, to the point where you're like, hell, I will never have sex again in my life. You know what I mean? I will never have sex again in my life, or date again in my life. Not everybody. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just making a point. These people have literally mobbed you, trying to spiritually, sexually assault you on the spiritual realm, like literally mobbed you from every fucking direction you could think of, blocking and controlling your social media, your technology, mirroring your phone, like listening to your every breath, cameras in your home, gang stalkers at your job, implants following you around, trying to see if you'll date or connect with any of them, just waiting to get your energy, you know, like being mobbed, followed to the grocery store, and then little implants following you in there to see if they could pretend to casually run in there, run into you and ask you on a date or something, so that you would think, oh, I just happened to casually meet you, even though my phone is being mirrored at the park or at the grocery store or at this social activity. I just happened to run into a perfect stranger that would love to take my old ass on a date, when it's a whole bunch of 25 and 30-year-olds running around out here. But you are just completely enthralled with me, a woman you ain't never seen before. You understand what I'm saying? They did the mostest. Okay. Now I'm about to pull these cards, but I just wanted you to understand that this is literally what's going on right now. These characters that you had to deal with, you know, they're beefing. So it's a heavy beef going on right now. You see this guy right here? His name's Count. This is how he looking. Like, motherfucker, what? I don't give a fuck about you. And this is how he looking. Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna get that ass back. This is the two warlocks. I can't make this shit up right now at all whatsoever. This is the Aries warlock right here. This is the Aries warlock, or the Emperor energy. This is him, and this is the Cancer warlock. And this is how these motherfuckers are looking at each other, just like this. They're like, oh, it's like that? Oh, I felt that crown chakra attack. Oh, wait for it. You see how his eyes are cocked to the side? Yes, this is why I was late coming on here this morning, because I was doing important research. He's looking at him like, motherfucker, what? That's all right. Bitch, wait till I see you in the astral realm. I'm going to hit that ass. I'm going to get your ass. Oh, it's like that? You sent that crown chakra attack to me? Oh, I got you, bitch. I got you. And he's like, yep, I did it. Ha, 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 ha. Bitch, I'm going to throw cereal at your ass, and you can count it. Okay. I had to. That is so funny. That is so funny. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all, they froze me. They froze me. They did not find that shit funny. They did not find that shit funny at all whatsoever. They literally froze me when I showed the Count Chocula, and they should know. They were watching my phone. They should have known I was on that stupid shit this morning. They mirrored my goddamn phone. Maybe they were like, why is she looking up Count Chocula and Count from Sesame Street this morning? Goddamn, she should have been on her live. Why the fuck is she researching Count Chocula cereal instead of getting on her live? So they got mad at my joke again and froze me, and I'm cool with it. All right, so whoever you are, the Hermit, you can't be backstabbed and betrayed at all whatsoever by these two battling warlocks. And somebody might be attacking another because they're in a mental imprisonment, because they feel like there's a good chance that they're going to end up going to jail as long as you're free, and they can't get your energy. They feel like they're going to be in poverty. They feel like they're stuck. Someone accepted that they're not going to recover. And right now, the two warlocks are mad at each other. The slow one that only knows sex and nothing else, the slow one that got tricked about their spot, he's mad that he got tricked by the emotionally intelligent one. So he's like attacking him. That is Count Chocula with the cereal. And the emotionally intelligent one that knows how to count numbers, he probably works in IT or with numbers a lot, because the Count from Sesame Street counts, and he knows a lot of numbers, and he might work on computers, doing programs or something like that. So of course he's more of a thinker. He's more analytical and a thinker. So it's like he wants to beat the smart one up that tricked him. So he knows he can't recover right now. Both of them know they can't recover financially, and he's just attacking him for, hey, you supposed to be my friend and you tricked me. Yeah, I know, because you a dumb motherfucker. That's why I tricked you, you dumb motherfucker. Moo ha 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 ha. It's that type energy right now. Yeah, he's a hacker. Yes, he's a hacker. He's a hacker, but and the other one is just slow. The other one is a slow warlock, but he might be physically attractive or might have something that women like maybe he might be 6 feet tall, tall, dark, handsome, or something like that. so they use him to catfish women, but also, but the other one has more brains. The other one has more brains. Okay. All right. What is the obstacle right now? Well, the obstacle basically is the energy crown and the reed. They can't trick you, and the two of them are fighting each other. They're like fighting each other right now, and they're mad, and they're stuck in a cycle. And the slow one, you got to know, the slow one has a complete blocked intuition. That's the Emperor Aries energy. He's the slow one with the thinking, low IQ. He's slow, so he thinks that he's still thinking that he's going to be able to come toward you and make you an offer, and you're not going to know what's going on in the background or who he is or what he was trying to get away with. And the contract been done fucking ended. It's already fucking over. Motherfuckers are trying to figure out their life, but he's still thinking of a plan out of his ego. No, I know I can do something. And this is how people end up homeless, pushing a cart, talking to themselves, completely disconnected from the world. Because at some point in their wickedness, their karma sets in throughout their life. And once that karma sets in, they got away with shit for so long in their youth that they don't realize their looks have changed. They don't realize that they've aged. They don't realize that a whole decade has passed and they're in the same energy. They think they have the same looks. They think they have the same sex appeal, and they don't. That's where you get 70-year-old men on YouTube saying, I don't want to lecture. I'm looking for a wife. With no money in his pocket, thinking somebody actually is signing up for that bullshit. There are older men that are stuck in one of the 8 Buddha hells where they're running on a hamster wheel in an illusion, I want 2 wives. I want two wives. And matter of fact, I'm taking interviews right now. And because I want 2 wives, you better bring your co-wife with you. You pick a woman out for me you want to be your co-wife, and you come be with me. I want 2 wives. 2. You get stuck in an illusion. You have homeless men out here. You literally have homeless men out here without a penny to their name, screaming on the internet that they're looking for 2 wives, and they want the woman to come to them and to go through an interview process with them and bring a co-wife with them for them like they're a king of no kingdom, and literally don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. This is one of the 8 Buddha hells that a lot of these different warlock energies end up in, where they're stuck on an illusion. A decade has passed. They've aged. They don't even physically look the same or have the same strength anymore or the money. And women are not even looking at them like that anymore. Women, it's the same with women too. But they're still in an illusion thinking that they can pull off the same scam and con while their life starts to decay, while they slowly get evicted, while they start sleeping in their car, while they end up going, when they lose the car because it gets towed from the parking lot that they were sleeping in because they walked away from it for too long, in the homeless shelter, while this is happening in their life, they literally are still thinking of a plan to execute what they've done so many times in the past when they were younger. And that's why it's called one of the 8 Buddha hells, because your mind is gone and time is passing. All right, what is the obstacle right now? Holy Divine Spirit. What is the obstacle right now? Holy Divine Spirit. Okay. And look, the kitchen witch is moving to calmer waters. I can't make this shit up. The kitchen witch is smart enough to know I need to go figure out my situation. Maybe I can move to the other part of the country or some shit and start a new life over there because I know I got legal charges. Maybe I can get a new start somewhere else. If I can pull one more con off, or I got money in the bank from something I stole doing identity theft, but I need to figure something out quick because I know I can't stay in this town. You understand? The kitchen witch has already moved to calmer waters with the Queen of Wands reversed here. She couldn't get a second chance with the investor because the investor feels like these people have tainted with their energy the whole environment of the people they wanted to rob, and to the point where all of us are watching them now like they are our entertainment, and it's a movie. That's what these tarot card readings seem to be right now. It's like we are watching them. They were watching us, but they were supposed to go undetected. But instead, now we're watching them. We're like watching and seeing exactly what they're doing, and it's our entertainment. So the investor is like, what the fuck? What y'all was supposed to do, the energy heist, was supposed to be undetected, and it was supposed to be under the radar. I'm not going to put no more money and invest into you all if everybody knows and everybody's tuning in to like watch from day to day your every fucking move. Yeah, they might not have technology, they might not have the ability to hack y'all, but they can spiritually find out what y'all are doing, and they're gang stalking y'all. So the mission is over because they are spiritually gang stalking y'all while we stalk them. While we're watching them, they're watching us too now because of that bitch QUAN, who I wish I could stick my foot in her ass, but I'm a coward and I can't. So the kitchen witch with the low IQ, she's moved on to calmer waters while these two warlocks, Count Chocula and the Count from Sesame Street, are fighting each other, like the Three Stooges, Mo, Curly, and the other one. What happened in the recent past, Holy Spirit? This is funny. What happened in the recent past? Yeah, in the recent past, somebody was stressed. They were having sleepless nights trying to figure out what's going to happen. Are we going to move forward or not? What are we going to do? Again, the Cancer Warlock was like, I thought if I just gave it more time, that eventually we'd be able to fool her, but we're not going to be able to get away with it at all. So in the recent past, they realized they couldn't get away with it, and everybody is getting jobs now. The Eight of Pentacles, literally. I can't make it up. Look at this. The Temperance card, they're trying to balance themselves now with a new job, possibly a low-paying job, because they have to figure out a way to pay for their bills, for the things that they've acquired off your energy in the past that are probably expensive things to keep up. And you're the Empress, and they can't create any more conflict for you. The Five of Wands reverse, because we've been spiritually gang stalking these people, okay? We've been spiritually gang stalking them. They can't cause you any more conflict, Empress. And because they couldn't get away with it, again, all of them are looking for jobs, or they found quick jobs to quickly try to, because they're not smart enough to save their money. All of them are applying for jobs at Chipotle, Target, Walmart. If you see somebody looking like Count Chocula standing at the door asking to see your receipt at Walmart, you're going to know that they used to, I used to be the baddest warlock. Okay, do you need to see my receipt or not? I don't got time. I didn't have time. It's too big to put in the bag. You understand what I'm saying? Eight of Pentacles. All of these people are trying to get their coins together right now to figure it out. You might see one of them at the Walmart greeter or checking your receipt when you're walking out of the store at a department store to make sure you didn't steal anything. How ironic, because it's the energy thief. Okay, what else is going on, Holy Spirit, right now and going forward? Okay. All right, y'all. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Wait, Empress Love, what you call it? You said it's called the karmic, the obvious karmic loop, right? The obvious karmic loop. See, these people are triggered because some of y'all prayed that these people would either die. Yes, yep, sure did. Some of y'all prayed that these people would either die or go to jail or become in a karmic loop where they were either so sick that they couldn't bother you no more, or become so burdened with something that they wouldn't be able to bother you anymore. Some of y'all prayed those three things, okay? Some of y'all said either die, go to jail, or you just wanted them to be distracted so they would leave you alone and get the fuck about your energy. So you might have prayed for their death, for their incarceration, or for these people because praying for these people to choose life, to choose a higher path, to choose God, to choose to heal. That's bullshit right there. No offense. Someone else's salvation don't got nothing to do with you. you could try to inspire them, but these knuckleheads, while you trying to minister to them, will see it as an opportunity to try to emotionally manipulate you to think, that they want healing, that they want your help, so that they can get closer to you to get rid of you, because they're devils. They're devils. They're literally devils. So some of you have prayed for their death, for their incarceration, for sickness, or for them to be so weighed down with financial burdens that they wouldn't have the time to keep on looking into your life. So it looks like you got option number 4. God's given option number 4 on the wheel of karma for this group here, where they're so weighed down with burdens right now, they don't have time to look at you no more. They have to try to one of, like Empress Love said, that was right on point, a karmic loop of I can't see it anymore, but what you said about that karmic loop, that's right. The karmic loop is because she did not heal her confidence, she has to keep up appearances for her ego to hold her up, because she's not healed and she's emotionally codependent. So you're still living in an environment and community of people that you care about how they see and think about you. So you want to keep up appearances. So you have things you can't afford. But you don't have the means to afford them. So you're going to be working 3 and 4 jobs, or working like a dog day and night, and never be able to retire, just so you could point at what you own and show it to people. But you never get to actually enjoy it. Yes, that is one of the 8 Buddha hells. That's literally one of the 8 Buddha hells, to be in that type of the obvious loop. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. The obvious loop, the obvious karmic loop, to be in a hell and a prison to your brokenness, to your unhealedness, to your lack of self-esteem and confidence, to the point where you're working way harder than you ever would need to, because you need to keep up an appearance for people that's probably not paying you no mind, and could probably see straight through you and probably talking about you anyway. It's like people are talking about you probably anyway, like, so-and-so then left her, and then people she was working for that had her sitting up so pretty before, that's why she got to work hard like that. And you working hard to please these people, to keep up an image for these people talking about your ass. So that's the karmic loop she's in, why she's not sleeping at night. She didn't see it would end like this, where she has to keep this up and she feels powerless. Now she can minimize her life and heal. She can minimize her life, choose to heal, and move into something she can afford, where she can take time out in her life to heal, as these 2 catty men, Warlock, fight each other once again. And I'm going to tell you something else that came out in my pre-shuffle. The Cancer Warlock was gaslighting and lying to and manipulating the slow Aries Emperor energy Warlock, the one that's a little bit slow. He was gaslighting because it's so easy for him to emotionally manipulate him. It's almost like, hey, did you really trick me and set me up with that woman so that divine feminine would never speak to me again? Was that what y'all were really doing? No, of course not. Look at this shiny object over here. Look at this shiny object over here, man. Look at this shiny object. And then he turns around and looks at it. Yeah, that is shiny. Now, you see that woman's ass over there? Okay. And then, hey, wait a minute. What was I just arguing with you about? It's like this Cancer Warlock is gaslighting, emotionally manipulating, and playing with the big dumb Warlock's mind, because he's like, yes, you did. I'm gonna do spell work on you. I'm gonna make your asshole catch on fire. Catch fire to your asshole, motherfucker. And the Cancer energy, he's blocking it. I told you it is Count from Sesame Street and Count Chocula. And this is how they fighting each other right now. He's like, you like shit in your ass. You think I don't know what you do? Catch fire to your asshole right now. And then the Cancer throws up a shield to block it. And he's like, I dispel this energy. Like Harry Potter, he put his hand in the circle that he sent toward him an energy, and he opens it up and dispels it away. They're fighting each other. You did trick me. You knew she would never speak to me again. You got that woman to suck my dick and tell me to ghost her. And I never could talk to her again after I ghosted her. Y'all knew that was going to happen. And you told me, she told me to do it, and I did it. And he was like, I had nothing to do with that. Hey, shiny object. Shiny object. Look at this shiny object again. Look at the shiny object. You know, it's like these two people fighting. One is emotionally intelligent and has brains, and the other one might have more looks than brains. And they're arguing, and he's lying and gaslighting him about this shit while she trying to figure out how she's gonna pay to keep up a certain lifestyle. So that's where we are. All right, give me a final card, and I'm gonna pull some of these cards. This is some funny shit, y'all. And they're mad. The reason they cut me off is because they mad because we have turned them and what's going on with them into entertainment for ourselves to energy harvest from. And that's why they're triggered, because they did all this against us, but we have literally flipped it around and we've turned them into the Truman Show. They have become our Truman Show, where we can hack into spiritually their energy because we practice integrity. Yes, we do. But if you come in our energy to hurt and harm us, then, hey, we have all authority to fully line your ass up and look into you energetically to see what's going on with you. They are heartbroken. They are broken up. These partnerships are over right now. And yes, I don't believe in pulling people's energy just randomly. You get people's permission. But if a person is attacking you and you find out that person is actually attacking you, then of course you have authorization at that point to pull their energy because they've invaded your space at that point. But just to randomly pull people's energy to find out things about them, I don't believe in doing that because I don't think that's practicing integrity. That's like when somebody leaves their house, you try to sneak in their house when ain't nobody looking real quick, and then you try to leave their house before they get back home. That's a violation. And anyone that's a spiritualist, you know what I'm talking about. That is a violation. If a person is not a threat to you and they're not doing something to hurt and harm you, you should not be, just because you have the ability to tap into people's energy, it doesn't mean that you should do that because it's just as violating as getting in somebody's car or walking in their house without permission. It is. It's the same thing. Everything that is manifested on the spiritual realm, on the physical realm, is manifested on the physical realm. So it's the same thing with accessing someone's personal feelings, their energy, their thoughts and things, even if they don't like you. Even if they don't like you. I be having enemies that be connected to me or was connected to me. And I know they don't like me, but they haven't taken any action against me. Even when I was working at a job before, but they didn't actually do anything to me, but project negative energy because roll their eyes, and that's it. But just because the person doesn't like me, I still practice integrity. I'm not going to pull their energy to find out stuff about them because they haven't physically done anything or spiritually to me. They just don't like me. And that's fine. You're not supposed to be tapping into people's energy and pulling personal things about them just because they don't like you. That's not excuse enough. You have to practice integrity. If a person now is taking action to do something to you, that then grants you the action to defend yourself by finding out what's going on with them. That's the only time. If someone actually takes steps to do something to you, actually spiritually or physically, then at that point, it's integrity is off the table. Well, it's still integrity because that means you're trying to hurt or harm me, and I have the right to do whatever I have to do to protect and defend myself. But outside of that, I will ask a person, I'll be like, will you give me permission to pull your energy? Such and such, such and such, and you do that with people, when you are going to, if you're getting close to people and someone wants to take a friendship to the next level or something like that, you might ask for permission. You know what I mean? You might ask for permission, and just be like, oh, okay, do you mind? Can I have your permission to pull your energy or whatever? Just because we're cool, but you're trying to get closer to me, and I have to make sure of certain, things. You got to be careful out here these days. All right, let's go. All right, Holy Divine Spirit. Y'all know how we got to move because people be out to steal our energy, our ideas. People be coming toward us to do all kind of things, child, or just to find out information about you. You know, people just be all on all kind of dummy missions. They have all the time in the world. Maybe we need another inflation to keep somebody distracted or people distracted. Because I'm telling you, people just can't focus on themselves sometimes. They can't just come toward you with good intentions. You know, people just, y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, what else? So like I said, it's been a pleasure. It has been a pleasure to put these people's lives on display and to laugh at them and mock and make fun of them because they targeted us to steal our energy, and they were supposed to not be seen or heard. We were not supposed to be able to know who they were or what they were doing. They were supposed to go undetectable. And as they energy harvested, watching us through cameras, invading our space and laughing at us, but they have actually become our Truman Show. And now we can watch and laugh at them in their stupidity. And I've gotten a whole fill. When I tell you, I have gotten a whole fill on this energy of their stupidity and low IQ and all the shit they've been doing. I've gotten a whole fill off of these people. And I hope y'all did too, because that's what they've been doing to you. And you see how the spirit reversed it. All right, I'm going to pull one. And we got to always make fun of them. Always. Take your energy back. They wanted to laugh at you. Someone's under spiritual judgment surrounding an issue with a loan or stocks and bonds. All right. Somebody that had you declared incompetent in court unbeknownst to you so that they could get disability for you or claim you were mentally disabled. So this person is breadcrumbing you and giving to another. Yeah, okay. So I don't know. Someone might be in the military. Somebody could have went to the doctor and didn't tell anybody. So there's somebody out there, again, they're under spiritual judgment right now. They might have a sickness that's debilitating right now or some disease because there's some stocks and bonds or money or some inheritance that belongs to you that they wanted to have complete control over, whatever this energy is. I don't know the details, but in order to possibly have power of attorney, either have power of attorney or control over you where you would never find out about what they were trying to get, the money, the stocks, bonds, they needed to be able to show up as your representative because apparently something's in your name. So they had you declared incompetent in court, unbeknownst to you, so that they could show up as your representative as your representative legally and get a hold of this money. And they did do it. Okay. And they're under spiritual judgment and they might have gone to the doctor. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. These two warlocks are connected to whoever did this Aries and this Cancer. So whoever, and I feel like it's the person that did this to you. I feel like these are the two warlocks that they hired. I feel like they contracted and hired these two warlocks because they use them for a whole bunch of different people that they target for different reasons. Like, hey, there's a big inheritance coming to my little sister, and I want it all for myself, and I don't want to have to share it because they're putting it in her name only, and I don't know why. Because the inheritance, we got different daddies. Me and my sister have different. Not me and my sister. We got the same daddy, but I'm just saying. I'm using as an example. So these two warlocks, they're a part of an organization. And what they do is, say you're in a family and you and your sister have different daddies and your daddy left you a huge inheritance, but she don't get none of it because y'all have different daddies and she's jealous of you. So she joins these people or pays these warlocks a lot of money or joins this organization. It's like, she explains the situation. I need y'all to do spell work, to bind, isolate, and do all these things to my sister so that I can say she's mentally incompetent and I'm taking care of her. And then I need you to do binding spell work to make sure she never can communicate outside of a small circle, control her communication, do spell work on her to make sure she can't date, to make sure She stays sick in a weakened state. She's delusional. Make her seem crazy. Breadcrumb. Make sure she doesn't get help from anybody. You know, you understand where I'm going with this. So somebody that wanted to steal something from another, they went to this group that these warlocks are a part of. And these are two of the warlocks. They don't just do this for one person. They get contracted to do this in general. It's a service they provide, and they do it for a lot of people. And that's why they get into breadcrumbing relationships where if they could get you to commit in a relationship with them where they only have to contact you barely a little bit, that's because they're in about 20 different relationships like that, where they're working on people as part of their assignment that people are trying to steal their identity from and things of that nature. So these warlocks probably travel a lot all over the place and probably have a whole bunch of toxic relationships with women that were targeted, that fell for it, that they've put spiritual restrictions on, and they do spell work on, that people might have declared in court as incompetent. Okay. All right. So what is going on with this energy right now? They accept that they're not going to get away. They couldn't get away with this with whoever you are. Okay. They've already accepted that. All right. So they didn't get away with it. Okay. Let me shuffle a little bit. Somebody's sad right now about, I don't know, is this something going on in court with a Hierophant? Somebody might be controlling something in court. Oh, it's a fighting going on. Okay. The Five of Wands. So it's some fighting or some kind of conflict going on right now about this, because you won't die. They can't declare you, because everybody that's fighting that knows about this, possibly a judge included, all of them have broken thinking. Can you imagine a whole courthouse and the police and people in the government and your family and everybody that was involved in trying to commit a robbery against you, and they can't kill you and they can't have you declared incompetent, like the judge and everybody brawling and fighting about the fact that they have to give something to you, but they did so much and you are a high priestess and you know about what they did, so no one knows how to come towards you. Like, bitch, she knows I was a part of it too. She's a high priestess and I'm the judge. How are we going to bring her in this courtroom? I don't know what the fuck to do. Well, we tried everything. What do we do at this point? So if you can imagine, it's so much fighting going on right now, because it's like everybody's peeking at you, because you know exactly what these people did. You know what everybody did, and they're all peeking at you like, I don't know. What do you do? I don't know what to do. Is the judge, the police, the head of the FBI, your family members, because something is set in stone. And all of them are like peeking at each other like, what do we do? What do we do? She knows. And once she gets her money, or he gets their money, what if she gets a lawyer and just sues all of us? Her getting justice is going to bring all of us down. So nobody wants to make a move, like to bring you justice. These people are still blocking you from a whole court case going on about you, and they know you're not crazy, and they know that they can't kill you, and there's nothing they can do, and that's their karma. They're in one of the 8 Buddha hells. These people are literally sitting in one of the 8 Buddha hells that they created for themselves. They're sitting in one of the 8 Buddha hells that they created for themselves, and they're all fighting. And they're all literally fighting with each other because they're under judgment, including the judge possibly now at this point. Possibly including the judge at this point, because they know the question is going to come up for the judge. How you doing, judge? Why was this? This person was supposed to be notified. And when we Google their name online, their name, address, phone number, everything comes up. They're right there. Everybody knew they could find this person. There's their social media. They talk on it every single day. They're healthy, wealthy, alive, and living. So why did it take 2 years with this battling in court when it was just one simple thing of notifying someone of their inheritance? Why? You're going to have to explain why you kept giving somebody more time to do what? What were you? Well, the family had to contact them. Really? You gave the family 2 years to contact a family member that you can Google call on the phone literally right now in 3 seconds. Everybody, this is what they're fighting about because they're under judgment right now. And they don't know what the fuck to do. What else, Holy Spirit? They really don't. The judge on down. Because the judge know they gave him too much time to contact you about this. Because the judge now knows that it's obvious they were trying to give them more time to kill you. And the judge knows that. Okay? The Two of Swords reverse. Somebody is aware. Yeah. Because you're aware that the judge was helping them by giving them more time to kill you, being motherfucking childish, and now couldn't get away with it. And now you're going to be looking at the judge cross-eyed. And they know the judge is like, what if she brings me to court now and sues the fuck out of me for playing this game? Because I have to answer to this shit. And she's going to have the money. She's literally going to have the money to get a lawyer. The Five of Pentacles. This is bad news. They were not expecting these people not to be able to kill you. Yeah, because all of these people are not connected to their intuition. So they were not expecting these people not to be able to kill you. Idiots. What else? So what? They're going to hold it in court until they all die? Is that the plan here? Child, don't worry. I'll have that judge's name on here before that ever happens. Before that ever happens, I will pull cards and put that judge's name on here. I promise you. See, in my other reading, the judge was being given more time to make a decision to do the right thing. They're touching me now. In the other reading, the reason they didn't want that judge's name out just yet, because they have to give that judge an opportunity to practice free will to do the right thing. They have to give everybody time to do the right thing before they strike. Oh, I will. But I have to follow divine guidance too. Because remember, this is not even about whatever this is about. Okay? This is about the journey. And this is about everybody's evolution. And I'm looking at it from a higher spiritual. I'm looking at it from a higher spiritual aspect. The whole point of all of this happening in the Matrix is to give people an opportunity to grow, to discover their soul, to wake up. So that's why all this is happening, to give everybody opportunities to make decisions so that they can get in alignment to go through the spiritual awakening, so that they can realize the whole purpose of your life truly was so you can grow, heal, evolve, and move on with evolution by elevating spiritually. The whole point is to have an awakening for all human souls on earth. Okay, so when I'm looking at this from a higher spiritual aspect, that's the reason why they don't immediately blow up each person's spot and give them karma, because they have to give. Because remember, the judge has ancestors too. That judge has a soul too, and that judge has to be presented with opportunities to either do the right thing or an act out of compassion and empathy, or do the wrong thing. And if they do the wrong thing, that's when their karma hits, because they failed to have growth. And I'm talking about spiritual growth. Okay. So that's why they're like, okay, this new illusion in the Matrix is being presented for them. Hey, judge, you can get rich if you help us keep this secret. It's an illusion in the Matrix, and we want to see whether or not you'll help us. And now the spiritual realm is watching the judge, waiting to see if this judge, how they're going to respond to this test in this illusion that's presented for them. And they're going to give them time to contemplate and then see how they react to it. And then they're going to give them a little more time. And then when the karma hits, it's going to be so bad, because these people, when their karma hits, their karma is going to be so bad. You got to make sure they deserve that karma. That's why they have to be given time and space to make these decisions. Remember, you're the bait. Whoever you are, you're the bait to bring people their karma. And it's everybody connected to you that's getting karma. So they're having a tower, and they don't want to take a risk because you're still making money. You're still financially stable, independent, and you're single. So that's the tower. They can't do anything to mess up your stability, and they can't do anything to make you get into a relationship with a warlock that's going to do spell work on you to try to make you crazy. Okay? The Page of Pentacles, a King of Wands. There's somebody here that might have had to start rebuilding their life here. Could be a fire sign. Go ahead. Or any other sign. Somebody might have had to start rebuilding their life here. Someone might have fire and water in their chart. Okay, what about this person? That might be trying to hold on. They might be trying to hold on to a Queen of Cups, mother figure. This might be a father figure. All right, let me get to the bottom of this and see what this is about. And we're going to wrap it up. All right, clarify this King of Wands, King of Cups energy. Clarify this King of Wands, King of Cups energy. That's trying to, somebody's trying to hold on to either a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or a mother figure, father figure that has to start rebuilding their life. This could be a fire sign wanting to hold on to somebody. Y'all know I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Lustful, seduce mode. We'll see. Hold on. What is this King of Wands intentions? Has poor boundaries. They're overly emotional. They have poor boundaries with friends and family. What is this King of Wands intentions? Your light irritates their demons. Pure heart. Can't distinguish between love and lust. Childish. This is an adult with the mind of a child. This person is angry. They're weak-willed. And their unhealed trauma from childhood verbal and emotional abuse why they project. Okay, so these are the good and bad attributes of some King of Wands energy that wants to come towards you. This person might have both fire and water in their chart. This person wants to hold on to you because you're about to get this money. So they're trying, this is my message, and then we're going to I'm going to pull a final card, and then we're going to jump into the prayer. So whoever I'm talking to right now, you have some inheritance money, possibly in the form of stocks or bonds. Okay, there's something that belongs to you, possibly, but I'm going to clarify just to make sure. Or either that, or somebody is some kind of investor that wants your energy, so that they can invest in the stock market. It's one or the other. But I feel like it's some stocks and bonds somebody left you. Okay, we'll see in just a sec. All right, so whoever this King of Cups, fire, water sign is, when this person is at their best, they have a pure heart, genuine. Love is patient, love is kind, love is felt most when it's genuine. And those are two things, okay? And the other half, so their bad outweighs their good. This person is very weak-willed. They're very angry. Their unhealed trauma from childhood verbal and emotional abuse, why they project. They can't distinguish between love and lust, and they're weak-willed. Your light irritates their demons. They're childish. This is an adult with the mind of a child, and they have poor boundaries with friends and ex-lovers and strangers. Okay, so this is somebody in there when they're in their authentic energy. This is how they are operating at their best, but they can't balance their dark and light energy. This is someone that's genuine with a pure heart, but they're weak-willed. They're weak-willed. So this is somebody that can be. This could be like someone you could meet that might be like an earth angel, a good guy, but he can easily run into the wrong person or spend time with the wrong friend or hang out with the wrong guy buddy or girl, female friend, and they will instantly influence them to behave badly or to change their mind or to suddenly switch up on you. You understand what I'm saying? This is someone that's weak-willed. So this is someone in their authentic energy. They are in earth. They have a pure heart, and they have genuine love. But the minute they get around other people in family, friends, and community, they're so weak-willed that they can switch flip the switch on you like overnight, because they're being influenced by anyone they're around. They have poor boundaries with family, friends, ex-lovers, and strangers. They're also, they can be very childish, and it's a fully grown adult with the mind of a child. And then your light irritates their demons. So you irritate them because of your light also. You don't ever want to deal with someone that your light irritates their demons. They'll become jealous of you. Can't distinguish between love and lust. This is a really bad combination, and they're very angry and pissed. Okay, so there's somebody here that wants to hold on to you, that is too weak-willed and too easily influenced by other people, and they can't control themselves. And they might have possibly, and they've had to start rebuilding their life. They have water and fire in their chart. This person is trying to find a way to hold on to you for some reason. Tell me, I'm gonna get to the bottom of that. Tell me about stocks. What is this stocks and bonds energy? What is this stocks and bonds? Stocks and bonds. Somebody said, somebody that told a lie. Okay, that's okay. Because you're gonna get a brand new start. You're gonna get your complete wish fulfillment. Okay, these stocks and bonds. Okay, and you're closed off emotionally to everybody from your past. All right, whoever you are, you're closed off emotionally to everybody from your past. And this is justice. What's the moon? Somebody could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Clarify the moon. A Cancer. Okay. There might be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio practitioner, or dark high priest or high priestess. You're closed off emotionally, and they feel defeated because they know you're about to get this money. It's all right. So you do have stocks and bonds. Okay. So what of that King of Wands, King of Cups energy that wants to hold on to you? They're connected to Queen of Wands reversed, and they're connected to that. I just saw that Capricorn too, and Aquarius made them an offer. All right. So an Aquarius made this person an offer in the past. An Aquarius made them an offer in the past to energy harvest from you by mistreating you. This is someone you've dated in your past. And an Aquarius made them an offer to catfish you, to try to employ alpha male strategy, tactics to fuck with your mind, so you would have low self-esteem and low confidence, so that you stay in a toxic relationship with them while they emotionally abuse and neglect and triangulate you. And while they did this, they were going to be able to harness your energy. Whoever this person is, you cut them off and never spoke to them again. And now that their whole entire mission has fallen to the ground, and you're going to get the money that somebody was trying to keep from you, they want to come back around to you to see if they can be with you, because they feel like they can be disciplined enough to be with you if you have all that money. So in a nutshell, somebody that you were with in the past, this is someone from your past, you have money coming toward you. And there's an Aquarius that told them about that money and told them instead, if they help them to subdue you and destroy you, that they would split the money with a lot of people, and them included, and they'd be able to go live a life of self-indulgence with whatever part of the money they were going to get. And the whole mission, because you were spiritually protected, and that money is connected to some ancestral bloodline, and your ancestors ain't fucking around and was going to make sure you got it. Okay. And the whole mission has failed, and everybody is in one of the 8 Buddha hells, living their worst nightmare right now. And this person you cut off that made the agreement with that Aquarius energy, now they're cut off, and they're not doing well financially. And they have to rebuild themselves financially in their life and their stability. And they want to come back around to you and hold on to you because you're about to have money. And the trick and they've been with you before. They know that you are genuine. You have a pure heart, and you're a very sweet spirit. So because they couldn't get the money that they were promised to live a life of self-indulgence, they want to come back around to you and be in a relationship with you, and pretend to want to be with you and you only, and instead of live a life of self-indulgence selfishly on their own. Okay. It's an asshole. Okay. Whoever this person is, it's an asshole that wants to hold on to you. Okay. And what about this? Is that why they're fighting right now and you're unable to go to court? Because somebody didn't get the money because they were supposed to help these people get a judgment in court reversed about having you declared incompetent, because they were unable to stay in your energy long enough to prove that you were incompetent. Okay. And right now they were going to they might have tried to create some kind of an illusion of this, and they took a risk and they testified and told some kind of lie, and you weren't even in this person's life. So this is someone from your past who you were not even in their life, and they still went to court, possibly with your family, and said that you were mentally incompetent and they were taking care of you. And this is someone you cut off a long time ago, and you were not even in a relationship with them. You moved forward in your life without them, financially independent, living your life. So somebody from your past literally told somebody that they were presently in a relationship with you, or married to you or something, and they said that you were mentally incompetent and you couldn't take care of yourself. They could have said that they were married to you, and that was a motherfucking lie. And whoever this person is, they're worried about going to jail now for telling this motherfucking lie that you were married to them. I don't know how long ago this is. This could have been 5 years. This could have been 25 years ago or 20 years ago. Whoever this person is, the shit didn't work, and they're worried about going to jail right now. Let's go. What else? This person actually did go to court with your family, and they fucking lied. They lied and said you were incompetent. Right now, somebody might be having a hard time with work, or and also this person was supposed to drain you for this investor energy, the devil. This investor energy didn't get the results that they wanted from this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. They're sad because you're still single and financially independent. Clarify that 8 of Pentacles reverse. Oh. So this person, the Hierophant, something's coming to a complete end. They can't cause an illusion. And they don't have any more work for them. They didn't get what they were expecting. They didn't have the skill and the ability. Okay. So this person did not have the skill and ability to pull off what they thought that they could pull off, to drain you in secret. And right now, this person feels abandoned, alone, and they're making an offer. They kept on telling somebody. It's like an energy, like they kept on giving updates is what I'm getting. They kept on giving updates on their progress in draining your energy, and they weren't even talking, communicating, or in your life. But they were telling this Capricorn energy, yeah, I was just with them. Yep, sure was. I got all their energy, but they were getting energy actually from other people. And the Capricorn was wondering why, when they're using this energy to do their magic, it's not working the way it's supposed to. And they were lying to this Capricorn, telling them it was your energy that they were getting and using when they were doing spell work, but it wasn't. That's what I'm getting here. It is messy. Good for them. So it's some energy like whoever this person is, the whole time they were playing in that Capricorn's face, that investor, and telling them that it was your energy that they were giving them to do spell work with, when in actuality, this person had no contact with you at all whatsoever. They weren't even a part of your life or connected to you, but they figured they wouldn't know the difference. How are you going to know the difference between pure orange juice and orange juice that has high fructose corn syrup in it, or orange drink? Somebody thought that they would not be able to know the difference between orange juice and orange drink. $10 orange juice and $3 orange drink from the dollar store, so with the stuff in it, with white sugar. okay, and high fructose corn syrup. Somebody literally thought that they would not be able to tell the difference between orange Kool-Aid and orange juice, okay? And Sunny D, thank you. Sunny D, it's thicker, yeah. They thought they wouldn't be able to tell the difference between Sunny D and real orange juice. And when the cold was not healed because they didn't get vitamin C because it was orange Kool-Aid and it had no nutrients in it, then they started asking questions. You understand? So when they started getting the energy from whoever else they were harvesting from and didn't get the results they expected, they looked into things, and now they finally found out that the whole time this person was lying to them. They were bringing them other people's energy. It wasn't yours. Ha, that's why, in secret. And that's why somebody didn't want to let go of something. It might have been the kitchen witch's energy that they were getting. And they knew the child. I guess they knew the difference between the kitchen witch's energy and yours. So the kitchen witch's energy is what he was using, and he was lying and saying it was your energy. And that's the reason why they didn't want to let go of trying to harvest your energy. That's what was going on here. They didn't want to let go of trying to harvest your energy because the kitchen witch with the low IQ that has catfish between her legs wanted your spot or position. So she was like, if this man went back to her and was like, hey, look, he's saying that the energy, the magic, it's not working. What's going on? Okay, I need to get her energy, because the kitchen witch does not have a fertile womb. She has an abandoned landmine for a womb, a graveyard, an old graveyard for a womb. She can't manifest anything with her womb, and because of that, her energy does absolutely nothing. And his investor realized that something wasn't right, because this man was lying, saying that he was getting your energy. And that's why the kitchen witch didn't want to let go, because that was also something being mirrored in her face, making her feel like you think you're better than me. You understand? She literally felt like you were better than her. And it was really hurting her on a heart level, on a real deep emotional level, because basically that's what they were saying. It was basically, that's what they were. You're right. She was too young, because when you're that young, sometimes you're still in lessons and cycles. And when you're in certain lessons and cycles, you are not functioning on a certain level mentally where you can get into that high vibration of love and create that high vibrational sacral chakra energy that you can manifest on a high level with. So because that kitchen witch is not healed, she didn't do her shadow work. That is the reason why her womb, we're talking about the spiritual body. We're not talking about the physical body at all. That's the reason why her spiritual body, her womb, cannot manifest the right type of energy because her mind is like an abandoned mine shaft. Her thinking is broken. That's why she can't be abundant. You understand? So he was lying and saying that he was getting your energy. And that's why she was obsessed, because every day she was being reminded more and more that you had more value than she did. And it was a slap in the face for her, because she might have like a body, like Instagram model body, her looks, her youth, her beauty, and all that. And she thought that was something that held great value, because that's how men treat her. Like that's a thing of great value. And men that will give you, that will attribute your value to a number on a scale of 1 to 10, just based simply off your looks and nothing else. These child-minded idiots that can't manifest shit in their lives because they have broken junior high school thinking, and they don't know how to manifest real money. Or if they do, they try to steal divine feminine energy in toxic karmic ways. So when she realized that you had more value than she did because of a grown woman mindset and completed shadow work, it was a slap in the face for her. It made her have lower self-esteem than she already had. It made her feel worse than she already felt. And it hurt her so badly. It literally hurt her so badly that she couldn't even let go. She took her job personally now and was really attacking you because she needed your energy to show up with for that Capricorn and be like, look, I got the energy you need, and it came from me because I'm is the divine feminine on today. You know, it's like she was in some energy where she wanted to prove she was the divine feminine, but she did not have the right energy because she's not a divine feminine. A divine feminine is a woman that has completed her shadow work, okay? That knows how to balance her dark and light energy, and she is healed. Okay, let's go. So what else, Holy Spirit? So that's why they're in trouble in court, because someone said that they were married to you, or they testified that you were mentally incompetent, and they are heartbroken right now about what they collaborated with these people to get away with and to do, because they lied and said you were married to them or in a relationship, and they testified that you were mentally incompetent. And they tried to do spell work on you from a distance. They tried to do spell work on you from a distance to try to make you crazy, but that didn't work either. It only made their ass crazy. All right, give me a final message, Holy Spirit, because I already lit the incense, the coal for the frankincense, for the prayer. Give me the final message, Holy Spirit. Right now, somebody wants to avoid a tower, and they're just doing magic that's not going to work. We already know that. But they're trying to avoid a tower right now behind this issue with stocks and bonds. Okay, let's go. Give me a final message. All right. Somebody is already aware about what somebody from the past did. The cycle is already over. All right. And one more card. Somebody is already aware of what somebody did. One last card, please. Somebody. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. Amen. Perfect. Empress. Some communication is going to be coming towards you very quickly. That's going to bring you your justice. Okay. These people are not going to be able to move forward. They're like the three men in Dante's Inferno, pushing those big boulders uphill or arguing with each other because their desires have led to their suffering. And they're in one of the 8 Buddha hells, literally pushing a boulder in an illusion, thinking they're in an illusion right now. They can't move forward. You're going to get a message very quickly to balance your situation. And you're going to be able to regulate your whole life. Whatever this message is coming toward you. Okay, the end. I'm QUAN Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. So these people are all literally in illusions. All of them. They're just in illusions right now until they get hauled their ass to jail for what they tried to get away with doing to you. Lying about being in a relationship, lying about getting your energy, lying about all this shit. All this shit. You're going to be knee deep in the shit. All right, enough. QUAN Yin, enough. All right, collectors, that is the end of the reading. I am QUAN Yin. This is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. And today is Friday. I'm so very excited. You have no idea how excited I am. All right, guys. I show gratitude for my collective of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude right now for Earth, Wind, and Fire, both the group and the energies, the elements. I show gratitude for Christ Jehovah. I show gratitude right now for the Most High God, Yeshua. I show gratitude for favor and for protection and for the complete restoration of us financially, spiritually, mentally, energetically, and emotionally. Right now, I show gratitude for each and every planet that God created, embodying each unique energy that we need to get our prayer requests granted. Oh, Holy One, the Moon, Levana Nana, who sits at the head of Mercury, Koke Anki, Venus, Enene Noge, the Sun, Utu Shamish, Mars, Madin, Gugiana, Jupiter, Enlil, the Deek, Saturn, Shabbat, and Anerta. Right now, I declare by the power and authority of Christ on every conjured witchcraft being used on and sent to us right now. Let every charm and evil altar and candle referencing our names be nullified and neutralized. Let its power be banished and destroyed by the fire, power, and light of Christ. By the authority and power of Christ Jehovah. Abracadabra. We will create as we speak with the sword of the Spirit, which is our tongue. Mote its be. Let the forces of darkness I command right now to get and flee from my life, from my collective, my family and surroundings in the name of Aya Umima. Matthew 18:18 says, whatsoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever ye shall loose on earth, it shall be loosed in heaven. Again, I say unto you, that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. Right now, I cover myself and my environment with a seal of protection by that kundalini violet flame of my holy fire, which is my Holy Spirit that is invoked by my holy words. Kadus, kadus, kadus. Holy, 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 holy. You can join me in the Lord's Prayer, Our Father who art in heaven. That's what I'm saying for new people that don't know. Abatachin hoy, besamai mitino, sameyi kadis, mangista timta, fakade, besamai in the hornets, in the hu, bamadar, tahun, yelet and jera chinin sitanzade, badela chininim, yiker bilin, inya, yebadalunin, yiker and deminil, wadafatanam, atagban, kikafu, adinin and g, Mungis, Yantanatana, Hylim, Nizganam, Leather Alamu, Amen, Amen, Amen. Boxum, Boxum, Memphis, Kadusum, and I'm locked, Amen. Boxum, Boxum, Memphis, Kadusum, and I'm locked, Amen. Boxum, Boxum, Memphis, Kadusum, and I'm locked, Amen. Right now, I cover myself, I cover my child, I cover my collective of the highest vibration of love and our environment with the seal of protection. By that kundalini violet flame of our holy fire, from the crown of our head to the sole of our feet, right now to act as a divine shield and fence around, through, and with the fire and power of Christ Jehovah. Right now, I decree and declare, let every form of witchcraft and all of its effects burst into flames and scatter on the ethereal plane, on the etheric plane, on the astral, mental, physical, and emotional plane. Burn the fire, fall to the ground and scatter right now and be neutralized, nullified, and destroyed forever. I bind every evil influence and command you to get and flee from my life, home, and environment. Right now, I dismantle every stronghold of witchcraft and command all hexes to break and scatter. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let every tongue that rise up against me in judgment be thou condemned. For greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and them that love it, let them eat the fruit thereof. Surely he shall deliver thee from the foulest snare and from the deadly pestilence. Right now, I break the power of this witchcraft and spell work in the name and by the power and authority of Christ. We return all spell work back to the sender tenfold. Right now, plant in that person's energy field and remain stuck to them and do not return back to us again. I declare that by the power of Christ, that every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess in heaven, on earth, and under the earth, that no power can stand against me. In the name and by the power and authority of Christ, I break the power of every spell, curse, and charm over my life. Right now, let every force of darkness, charm over my life, bow down to Christ's authority. Every force of witchcraft, I command right now to bow down to Christ's authority and be dismantled. I renounce all ties to witchcraft in the name of Christ Jehovah. I break every tie and connection and agreement with each and every enchantment of witchcraft pit against me. Right now, I nullify every curse spoken. Let it fall to the ground and be rendered ineffective and powerless. Let the effects of witchcraft on my body, mind, and spirit be reversed and undone. Right now, I declare complete freedom and healing. Right now, we are completely restored to wholeness. Right now, I cover myself, my child, and my collective of the highest vibration of love with Christ's light for protection by that cleansing Kundalini violet flame that breaks the power of all witchcraft. I declare Christ's light as our protection, as a divine barrier of love, energy, and light that no force can or may penetrate. Let every demonic spirit get out this live right now. Aya Umima is a consuming fire. I release Christ's fire on every demonic spirit, using anyone or anything to cause any spiritual or physical imbalance to me or my collective of the highest vibration or this live or my child. Right now, I sanctify this prayer with Christ's light and fire. I flood this prayer, live and environment with the fire of Christ Jehovah right now for cleansing and for redemption. Right now, I decree and declare continued protection over our lives. Let Christ Jehovah, the Most High God Yeshua, our ancestors of the highest vibration of love and ascended masters, keep us safe from all harm. Right now, I decree and declare no weapon formed against us shall prosper. We are free in Christ, and no power of darkness has any hold over me. I now close all portals, sever all energetic cords that no longer serve me, and fully reclaim my divine power, sovereignty, and light. May the blessings be. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties that bring me pain. From hex, from bind, from spell and chain, I reclaim my power, whole and sane. Through ancestral lines, I now ascend. All wounds and shadows, I transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I clear my way with sovereign will. My soul is free, protected by divine decree. By earth, by fire, by air, by sea. I am whole, I am pure, I am free. May the blessings be, mote it be. Ashe. You guys are everything. Don't worry, I'm working on the thing. I know the update about, don't worry about that. I got it. Guys, I love each and every last one of you. I thank you so much. This has been such a journey. Now it's becoming so entertaining. I can't wait to read every day because of what's coming up. It's like these people laughed at us for so long, laughed at the pain they created in our life. And then to watch the karma come, and it's not even intentional. I don't choose these messages. The messages that are coming out are just letting us know that we're safe and that what's going on with the people that were once trying to attack us. And it's entertainment because all of their tea is coming out about how they're suffering. And yeah, of course we're going to laugh. Yeah, of course we're going to return the favor. Of course we're going to laugh because it's like you try to tell these little gremlin hyenas how it would end up, how it was going to end, like Seinfeld's last episode when the airplane started going down. Is this how it ends? Yes, we told y'all years ago this is how it was going to end. We done told y'all asses years ago this was how it was going to end. You're in laugh now, cry later energy. And they were like, yeah, whatever. Whatever. It's so fun attacking you. I'm having so fun hacking you. Whatever. Nothing's happening to me right now. Because these are gremlins. Gremlins have a short lifespan because they lack intelligence. You see gremlins sticking a needle in their arm while drinking a beer and a cigarette hanging out their asshole and a cigarette in their nose. And then they pick up a gun when they get high enough and shoot themselves in the head. You saw the movie Gremlins back in the day. This is their mentality. When you are not in alignment and haven't done any healing work, your crown chakra and third eye, it's blocked. The light is bent and skewed, and you have a warped perception of how you perceive yourself and what you're doing. You lack self-awareness. You make stupid ass decisions. You can't have the foresight to predict what will happen in the future. You're not worried about the future. You're just living in the moment, and you live and die quick like a fly to shit or like a gremlin. And we were telling these people for the longest, leave us alone. We just want to live our life. No, we don't know how to manifest on our own. We're not creative. We don't have no ideas. We're going to manifest off of y'all. Y'all think y'all so cute. You think you're so blah, 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 blah. But if you do that, spell work can backfire and hurt your children. They can be deaf in your family. Your children can be sick. It might not hit you. You can lose your money, become disease. You can catch spiritual and physical diseases. It's so many different things. You can go crazy. Whatever. Ain't nobody care about what you talking about. Blah, 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 blah. You're stupid. It's all of us against all of you. You're stupid. We can do what we want to do. Okay, that's fine. And now we're all laughing because it's like, we were telling y'all, can you help us, please? I want you to help me heal. No, sweetheart. Mm-mm. No. Tune in and listen to healing. You can listen to advice on how to get on your path and heal, but don't come nowhere near us. They always want to come and try to hug on you when they get their karma, like a 2-year-old, right? It's like a 2 to 5-year-old. When you kept telling them something and they didn't listen and they get themselves in trouble and then mommy with their hands open. That's how these karmics are. They want to come and be embraced after they get the karma, after they had fun stealing money from you and enjoying and having a great time and living it up. They want you to comfort them while they're getting karma. Hell no. Take your ass over there into the cold where you belong. Right now is the time for you to feel everything that you projected onto me. Okay. Right now we up and y'all are down. We're at the top of the wheel and you are in hell at the bottom of the wheel, exactly where you belong. And any discomfort that you're feeling as a result of your karma, you're supposed to feel that because that's what you tried to make us feel. And we did nothing to you. So we don't feel no kind of way about your karma. And yes, we will continue to laugh as it comes out because everything has to come around full circle. And y'all were energy harvesting off of the pain you created for us. So we're not even doing it on purpose, but it's only natural that we're going to laugh and accidentally energy harvest off of your pain now too. So nanny boo-boo, your mama probably smell like boo-boo because y'all have a generational curse on your family and all of y'all have reprobate, broken thinking. Hopefully you'll get a Christ child come through your bloodline to get y'all in line. You'll probably try to kill it if it does. But other than that, guys, I love you. I'm working on y'all know what. Okay. I'm working on y'all know what. And we're almost there. Them emails are coming. And I am QUAN. This is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Y'all have a blessed and safe weekend.